How to overcome imposter syndrome and own your success. Imposter syndrome is something many entrepreneurs grapple with, even when they've achieved incredible milestones. It's the sneaky feeling that you don't belong, that you're not good enough, or that your success is just a stroke of luck rather than the result of your hard work and talent. But here's the empowering truth. You are not alone in experiencing this, and more importantly, you do belong. In this video, we're going to break down what imposter syndrome is, why it tends to affect entrepreneurs, and, most importantly, how you can overcome it. Together, we'll explore practical steps to shift your mindset, own your successes, and move forward in your entrepreneurial journey with confidence and pride. As an entrepreneur, you deal with high stakes, endless responsibilities, and expectations, not just from others, but from yourself. You might constantly strive to grow your business, innovate, or outperform the competition. This relentless drive often leaves room for self-doubt to creep in. Maybe you compare yourself to more experienced peers or those with larger businesses. Maybe you fear failure or even success. You might feel like you're playing a role, like one wrong move will expose you as someone who doesn't belong in the entrepreneurial world. All of these are classic signs of imposter syndrome, and they're surprisingly common. But here's the thing, feeling like an imposter doesn't mean you are one. It means you care about your work, your growth, and the impact you're making. In fact, even the most successful entrepreneurs, those you admire, have likely struggled with the same feelings. Before we address how to overcome imposter syndrome, it's important to recognize its signs. Do any of these sound familiar? You second-guess your skills, qualifications, or talents. You attribute achievements to luck rather than your ability or effort. You avoid new challenges, fearing you'll fail or expose yourself. Or maybe you find yourself downplaying your successes, brushing them off as no big deal. If you've ever felt this way, know that these thoughts are just part of your story. They don't define your worth. Let's start taking steps to change the narrative. The first way to combat imposter syndrome is to confront your internal dialogue. Often, our minds can be our own worst critics. When self-doubt creeps in, remember this. You don't have to believe everything you think. Instead of saying, "I'm not good enough," shift to, "I'm learning and I'm growing stronger with every experience." Replace, "I just got lucky with my effort and dedication created this result." Over time, these shifts may feel unnatural, and that's okay. Reframing your thoughts takes practice, but each positive affirmation will replace layers of doubt with confidence. As entrepreneurs, we often focus so much on future goals that we forget to acknowledge what we've already achieved. One way to combat imposter syndrome is to cultivate a habit of celebrating even your small wins. Landed a new client? Celebrate. Finished a project? Celebrate. Resolved a business challenge? Celebrate. You see, validation doesn't have to and shouldn't come only from major milestones. Every step forward is a victory that deserves recognition. And these moments of celebration will remind you of the progress you're making every single day. Another tangible strategy is to start keeping a success journal. Use it to record moments when you've succeeded, received positive feedback, or overcome challenges. Write down specific examples, a client testimonial, a big win for your business, or even smaller successes like staying consistent with an important habit. When self-doubt starts to take over, revisit your journal. It's both a record of your growth and a reminder of how capable and deserving you are. More importantly, every entry reflects hard evidence of your worth, an antidote to those sneaky feelings of inadequacy. To truly conquer imposter syndrome, we need to redefine what failure means. Many of us are so afraid of failure that we avoid risks altogether. But here's the truth. Failure isn't a sign that you're an imposter. It's a normal, even essential part of growth. Think about any successful entrepreneur you admire. Their journey is almost guaranteed to include failure. But instead of seeing those moments as the end of the road, they use them to adapt, innovate, and build resilience. You can do the same. Remind yourself, a single failure doesn't negate your competence. It means you were brave enough to try. One of the best ways to combat feelings of inadequacy is to focus on the value you provide. Think about the impact you've made on your clients, team members, or community. Maybe you've helped someone solve a problem, or perhaps you've created opportunities for your employees. Your journey doesn't have to look like someone else's to be meaningful. What matters is your unique contribution, and the world is better because of it. Understand that no one else can walk the path you're paving. You bring your unique story, strengths, and approach to the table, and that's what makes you valuable. Surrounding yourself with the right people can make all the difference when it comes to overcoming self-doubt. A strong support system, whether it's a circle of peers, mentors, or a community of fellow entrepreneurs, can offer encouragement, guidance, and perspective when you need it most. Talk openly about your feelings. You'll be surprised how many others share similar doubts. By building these connections, you'll realize two powerful truths. You're not alone, and you don't have to navigate this journey by yourself. Comparison is one of the fastest ways to fuel imposter syndrome, and in today's connected world, it's easier than ever to fall into that trap. You might see another entrepreneur sharing photos of their latest success on social media and think, why can't I be as accomplished as them? But here's what you need to remember. No one's path to success is the same, and what you see online represents only a fraction of someone's reality. Instead of comparing yourself to others, measure yourself against where you were a week, a month, or a year ago. Celebrate your growth, however small. Entrepreneurship is demanding, and it's easy to be hard on yourself when things don't go exactly as planned. But here's a simple truth. You're human. You will make mistakes, and that's okay. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you'd extend to a close friend or colleague. A little self-compassion can go a long way in silencing your inner critic and reinforcing your confidence. Whenever doubt creeps in, revisit your why. Why did you become an entrepreneur in the first place? What's the passion or purpose that drives you to keep pursuing your goals? Connecting with your why serves as a powerful reminder that you're not just working toward external achievements, you're on a meaningful mission. Let this purpose anchor you, even in moments of uncertainty. Building confidence isn't about overnight transformations, it's about consistent effort. Consider adopting small daily habits that reinforce your sense of worth and empower you. Gratitude journaling. Write down 3 things you're grateful for at the end of each day. Affirmations. Start your morning with empowering statements like, I'm capable of achieving great things. Meditation or mindfulness practices. These can help you stay grounded and focused on the present rather than overwhelmed by doubt. Over time, these practices will strengthen your inner confidence and resilience. Keep in mind that you're building a business and a life, not just a destination. Confidence doesn't come from everything going perfectly all the time. It comes from showing up despite setbacks or challenges. The reality is, imposter syndrome may not disappear overnight. It's a process. But each time you choose to challenge your self-doubt, each time you own a victory instead of brushing it off, and each time you show up for yourself, progress is being made. You are here because you've earned it. Your hard work, courage, and determination have brought you this far, and there's no reason to stop now. Imposter syndrome doesn't define you. Your actions, choices, and passion do. So, stand tall in your accomplishments and keep moving forward. Your journey has value, your efforts have meaning, and your success is yours to own. You belong in the entrepreneurial world, and it's better for having you in it. Now is the time to start changing the narrative. Choose one strategy we've discussed today and take action. Start a success journal, reframe your inner dialogue, or build a habit of celebrating your wins. And remember, you're not alone in this. Share this video with any fellow entrepreneur who may need to hear this same message. And most importantly, revisit it whenever that nagging self-doubt tries to take over. You've got this.